Is this thing even on? Oh gosh. Oh, hey everyone. I'm the cheating Lefty. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DGA Rift. And just between you and me, for us slower to medium arms, it might even be better than the Buzzz. Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we are revisiting the DGA Rift. Before we jump on in, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so, that way you don't miss out on any future reviews, and also smash that like button on this video. It really helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate all your support. When it comes to the profile of the Rift, it is a beadless mid-range, and also it is shallow where the rim meets the flight plate, so it gives it a very shallow feel. Even the SP line, which has a little bit more pop top in the center of the flight plate, still feels shallow for those backhand shots. Forehands, it does feel a little bit deeper. However, if you can get your hands on the Pro line or the Special Blend, those are considerably flatter throughout the entire flight plate. When it comes to the flight of the Rift, for us medium slower arms, I have to say it's very predictable, but additionally it's very neutral. It's a disc that's going to hold any line that you put it on, something that you would expect out of a Buzzz, as we're going to get into that a little bit later on in this video. If you throw it on a hyzer, it's just going to hold the arcing hyzer the entire way. If you throw it flat, it's going to hold very straight for about 75% of its flight before it has a nice trustworthy finish. And if you throw it on a slight anhyzer, it actually is workable in the mid-flight. I can put it on a slight flex, know it's going to turn, have a nice gentle turn in the mid-flight, but is still going to hyzer itself out. Additionally, the Rift has absolutely incredible glide to it. This is a disc that you don't have to have a big arm to get a lot of distance out of it. In fact, it's one of the furthest flying mid-ranges that I have ever thrown. So even if you're a slower arm, this is a disc that's going to hold very straight for you for much of the flight. It's going to have a predictable hyzer at the very end, but because of the glide, you don't have to have a really big arm at all to get a lot of distance out of it. And being that you can work the Rift on so many different lines and get so many different types of shots out of it, this is a disc that really you can use it for a one disc round, you can use it in a lot of different situations, wooded courses, open courses. There's really nothing you can't do with the Rift. When I was reviewing the Rift about 2 years ago in the Special Blend plastic, it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. It had good late stability to it, but it had a lot of turn in the mid-flight that I wasn't expecting. In this SP plastic, it is more so what I was looking for out of the Rift initially and what I hoped the Buzzz was. It has more torque resistance in the mid-flight, but still workable, but has a nice late finish. Now, as we're going to see, the Pro line Special Blend do differ a bit from the SP, particularly in the mid-flight. The Pro line is going to be the straightest of the three. It has a nice gentle turn to it and then a very forward penetrating finish, while the Special Blend is kind of a mixture of the two. It has the mid-flight of the Pro line, but it has a harsher finish like the SP line. And while taking a look at the Lefty lines and showing all three of these plastic types side by side, that's really what you're going to see. The SP line is very, very straight in that early first 2/3 of the flight, then has a very harsh finish at the end. The Pro line starts out very straight, and then just at the very end of the flight as it slows down, it has a little bit of fade. And the Special Blend mirrors the Pro line's early flight, but then it starts to more mirror the later part of the flight of the SP line. Due to that, you can really carry the Rift in a couple of different plastic types and really hit a wide range of the shot spectrum. Or say if you just have a slower arm, I would take a look at the Pro line. That might be the best fit for you, versus if you're a player with a faster arm and you're wanting a trustworthy mid-range, I'd say take a hard look at the SP line. Now, in the intro, for us medium to smaller arms, I claimed that the Rift could be better than the Buzzz. Blasphemy, right? Well, actually, I almost would suggest the Rift over the Buzzz for newer players or players with slower arms. The Rift still has the predictable finish that makes the Buzzz great, but in the earlier parts of the flight, it's easier to get it to hold straight at lower speeds, something that's medium slower arms, maybe the Buzzz is a little bit too overstable for, not nearly as straight, harder to get to hold straight. that's something that the Rift will really excel at for players who do have a tough time keeping the Buzzz straight. Yes, the Buzzz is going to have advantages. It comes in more plastic types, it's more readily available. However, over the last few years, I feel the Buzzz has just gotten more torque resistant and slightly more overstable with the finish, which is kind of getting away from what I felt the Buzzz was when I first started, and that's to me what the Rift has become. That very straight, dependable flyer that has just a little bit of finish. Well, I hope all of you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the Rift, because this is a disc that a lot of people have been sleeping on, and I think a lot of players need to try it out. As always, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm planning another massive giveaway at 7,500 subscribers, so keep your eyes out on more details there. Also, huge shout out, Discraft, Disdot, Riverside. Thank you guys so much for the support. Till next time, everyone. Keep banging them chains.